Feeding my huge collection of fish, food fish and ornamental fish, can be expensive. Um, you know, you have light bill to consider, you have water bill to consider, plus you have personal time in which you have to be dividing so as to manage whatever you have. Stay tuned as I share with you. As I share with you my way of managing such situations. Alright, hi everybody, welcome again to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. I have over 45 systems within my yard in which I keep fish. I do ornamental fish keeping, also food fish keeping, and of late I do aquaponics. Now, light bill and water bill, can be really high at times. And I have discovered that since I've started tilapia fish farming a few years ago. Now, as for my ponds that I have, right, I have 18 ponds on this side. None of them have electrical facets, no pump, nothing at all. All of them are oxygenated as a result of plants, right? As soon as they are bred and babies are, seen, they are extracted, they are placed somewhere else, in which they grow out and then they are sold to the pet shop, right? Okay, so how do I manage the high volume of water that my system use, especially the several large IBC totes which holds 270 gallons of water? And if I'm actually changing everything with water, you're talking about roughly about 1,700 and something gallons of water within a given time. Now, what I've done so as to manage that is that I have actually changed. The number one thing which I've done recently is to actually change the quality feed that I actually feed my tilapia. So I have moved from feeding my tilapia stock, babies and all. Well, I don't have any babies now. I just have fingerlings, juveniles and adults. So I've moved away from, and that's one of the reasons why I still have so much, right? Locally manufactured tilapia feed. I've moved away from this. It's expensive. Normally this bag would cost like about probably $90, and this would serve me for about 2 weeks, right? Now, this bag, as you can see, it's much smaller, right? This is just a bag alone. This is about probably $360, right? And this bag with feed, by the way, this feed is also used to feed my goldfish, my convicts, my Jack MC. Seems as if light went a while ago. Alright? And I'm feeling happy that when the light actually goes. See, since I've actually dealt with this, the impaler, fixing it and all that, the shaft, whenever light goes and come, it doesn't stop. Sorry to distract from the topic, but I had to point this out. Normally before I change the shaft, whenever light goes, everything would stop and I would have to come out here and knock the pump at the side of the pond for it to actually start again. Anyway, let's get back to this video. Right, so to purchase enough feed for the week, it would cost me roughly about $1,000, right? About $1,000. And as I showed you before, my larger fish like my Severum, my Red Devil, my Jaguar cichlids, my goldfish, koi, Jack Dempsey, convict, Oscar, all of those large fish, they consume this. So therefore, I have to purchase like probably about 2 bags or more of this per week. It cost me about $1,000. This bag fill cost me $80. You can see the difference there, right? Now, um, I decided to make that investment, buying this. So in total for the week, for the month, it will be probably about $4,000, right? And feeding my fish, and everything will be good. Now, I changed my water on a timely manner, so I don't change all of my water at one time, right? I like change my water, like I change this, and this one, um, within a 4 weeks interval, and then the next 4 weeks I will change this one and another one. So that's what I do. I don't try to change everything one time, and I won't have enough aquarium safe water to do that anyway, right? Because I have to keep the water for a bit, and that might be a problem because storage capacity wouldn't allow me to keep 1,800 gallons of water, plus the other small ponds that I change, but not that regularly. All right, so I have gone through and checking out the pump systems to find out, as far as the light. So as far as the water is concerned, the reason why I change the feed is that whenever I feed my tilapia this feed, it melts in the water. The water becomes, I call it dirty, stink after a while, and I have to do water change like on a weekly basis. And I think I've done a few videos in which I complain that the water is stink and I need to change the water and all that. Right? I've done a couple of videos on that. I no longer need to do that with this. The water can stay as long as like 4 weeks before I change it. Right? All I need to do is to ensure that the filter buckets, right, are are maintained. Like once a week I will take them down and wash them out and place them back, and that will be it, right? So the quality of the water remains constant. As far as the water quality remaining constant, this is goldfish exposed to the sun, the elements, so the water gets green, and that's not necessary because the water is bad. I change this water once every 2 weeks because it is only being oxygenated as a result of air. There is no filtration system, just air. When I put the plants in it, they consume the plants, so I leave that alone. My Oscar recently added to this pond only air. Water is changed once every 2 weeks, and this pond once water is changed roughly every 4 to 6 weeks. These are my fingerlings, and I just clean it out, and yeah, one of the bees. Right, I just clean it out, and they remain here until I decide what I'm going to be doing with them next. Right now, as far as electricity is concerned, some persons might be asking, but why is it that you're investing so much money into this? And it's not like, it's like a big operational business. Well, to me, it is because this is my hobby. This is what I love. So I invest in what I love. Right? Okay, so as far as electricity is concerned, yes, electricity do add to my monthly bills, right? So I try my very best to get how I call it pumps that doesn't demand a lot of electricity, and so I use internal submersible pumps. Um, Within the first couple of months of my channel, I usually have an external pump here with a huge 55-gallon drum, um, filled with sand and rocks and sponge to filter my entire system. Right after the first month of getting the bill, I tore it down because I couldn't afford the bill. My bill jumped by about 200%. First me ever see such a large bill in my life. So I tore it down, sold the pump, and I went to submersible pump. Right, my pumps are on 24/7. And one of the reasons why I have submersible pump, one, this two of my pumps, yes, I talk about that, but I decided not to get any more submersible pump. What I do instead, I use air pumps instead and do water change. It's cheaper to do water change than to facilitate additional submersible pump because electricity in Jamaica is more expensive than water, right? So that's the way in which I manage my utilities as far as my fish keeping experience is concerned. Stay tuned, guys. I'll be sharing with you a little bit about um water harvesting and all that doing possible my next year. Peace out. Catch you next time. Bye bye.